So you just picked up a new guitar and you go to play it and, oh, we don't have any volume. Today I'm going to quickly go over the top reasons why you're probably not getting a signal on your guitar. All right, so first reason, we have the amp on, guitar's plugged in, and we're still not getting signal. Now, first thing you want to do is check the cable. Make sure the cable actually is getting signal on both sides. We're getting signal, so we're good there. It's a good way to make sure. If the cable's plugged in the amp, you can just touch with your fingers. So you got signal there. So we know the cable's not the problem. Now in the past, I would have just assumed the input jack was bad and I would replace that immediately. But there's a trick I've learned recently that's really helpful. So this is just a round file. It's a pretty fine file, and it's something that you could probably find at a hardware store pretty easily. And so this is something that I actually use to just literally go in, and I will just try to clean the inside of the input jack. Over time, your input jack gets oxidized, so it's actually possible that there's oxidation that's causing the signal not to pass from the cable to the guitar. So once you've gone through, we'll go ahead and try again. And right there, so this one actually was resolved by just cleaning the inside of the input jack. It's possible that you go to clean the input jack, and after the first pass, you plug the cord back in, and you might notice that you're getting signal, but if you move the cable around, you might lose signal. And that just means that you haven't cleaned it fully enough. So go ahead and just unplug and go and take another pass. A lot of times that will resolve the issue. However, if you have cleaned it thoroughly and you're still getting that issue, you may just need to replace the jack. All right, next common problem. You go to play, no signal, and you've already checked the jack and you've already done everything else you can do. On this one, you'll notice we have a little battery compartment. So if you notice you have a battery compartment on the back of the guitar and there's no battery, that's likely why you're not getting signal. So we're gonna pop this in there. Make sure it's facing the right way. Usually they have it marked. This one's positive, that one's negative. Pop them back in and we'll try again. Got signal. So, actually had a guitar once, sadly to say, I worked on for an hour trying to chase down the problem of the electronics, and it was just a battery. So, always check the battery. The last one we're going to talk about today, and it's a little bit more involved than the others, is if you've tried everything else and you're still not having any luck, we're going to go ahead and just look at the input jack and make sure that everything is how it should be. All right, so let's go ahead and just look and see what's going on in the input jack. And sure enough, we have a wire that's disconnected. Now, I will just make a note here. What a lot of people do, and why this is caused a lot of times, is that if this nut on the outside here is getting loose, a lot of people just think that they can just go ahead and tighten it from the outside. The issue is that when you go to tighten it from the outside, and you're not taking this off and making sure that this isn't spinning with it, I've seen many a times people come in with this issue of not having signal, and they've tightened the nut, and this kept spinning, and it spun on itself, and it broke. So please don't do that. Save yourself some time and energy. When you go to tighten this nut, just take the plate off, and then you can hold it back while you're doing this. So just to explain, if you guys are not familiar with input jacks or just basic soldering on guitars, typically you're just gonna have two wires. First is gonna be the lead wire, and this is gonna be what's passing the signal. And then you're also gonna have a bare wire, this is called the ground wire. So on a normal input jack, you're gonna see the ground wire, which is the bare wire, is going to be attached to the bottom piece here. And then the lead wire is going to be attached to this right here. And if you look, it actually goes to the other side and is attached to what hooks up to the cord that comes through the guitar. So our ground is hooked up, but our main wire has been disconnected. So we're going to go ahead and just fix that real quick. And I'm using a Weller station here. It's nothing really fancy, just a pretty straightforward model. I think I probably bought it for like 40 bucks on Amazon many years ago. In this case, because this was previously connected, this solder is, there's no like real loop for us to loop this ahead of time. What we're gonna try to do here is we're just gonna try to heat up this, this piece right here. We're gonna try to push this through. Usually when you're putting a brand new jack on, it's a little bit easier because you're not going to have a bunch of solder stuck on there. So usually you can just loop this piece right into the hole. We don't have that luxury here. It's going to be kind of awkward because I don't have a lot of space to work with here, but I'm going to just try to heat this up and push it through. Try to get a little bit better than that. Okay, careful your fingers. It's pretty hot right now, but I'm used to it, so no big deal. But we've got a nice little loop that I was able to get in there. It's nice and solid. I didn't have to flow any solder in there, but if you are gonna put new solder in there, this is the exact kind of solder you wanna use. It's the same kind of solder you're gonna find if you look on StewMac. Basically, if you go to put the wire in, you just find you don't have enough solder to reconnect it. You're gonna have to use a little bit more of this. Don't use too much though, because you can definitely overdo it. Like I've seen it before where there's like drips of solder coming off of a connection. You don't want that either. Go ahead and get the plate back on. All right, let's go ahead and plug it back in. Good to go. Ugh, not in tune. Whatever, but it's got a signal, so we're good to go. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If you got everything fixed with your input jack and you're still having issues, specifically with one of your pots, your potentiometers, look no further. We have a video right here on how to fix that problem. And if you like this kind of content, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.